You know, at the beauty pageants and stuff, they say, all I want is world peace. You know, it's like, well, you have to make the first steps to get to world peace. And it's almost impossible when you say it that way. World peace. It's like, what are you going to do? How do you approach that? But if you start right in your own community, right in your own homes, and start addressing some of the issues that prevent peace from existing. My name is Caleen Sisk. I'm the chief of the Winnemem-Wintu tribe, Northern California. We've been there over 6,000 years. As to their dating process, we say from time immemorial that we came out of that sacred spring and was given the jobs to take care of that river. And because we're from there, we are also instructed to go to the door of that mountain and sing to the water as it comes out. We believe that that doorway is to a sea of fresh water that's connected to 20 sacred mountains in the world that holds Mother Earth together. And so these are big jobs. These are big responsibilities for a people who was nearly annihilated by, you know, the building of this state in California. So it's hard to think about peace and the things that could bring peace. I mean, we were a peaceful people that pretty much got smashed by people seeking gold. The laws of the state put monetary gain on our heads. Doesn't matter what age you were, women, babies, unborn, could be money in your pocket. And so we've come from that kind of background, which isn't very far from me. My mom and dad were born in the early 1900s. My grandparents' generation was that of the 1850s to 1900. And so the knowledge that we carry is continually built upon their knowledge and those before them's knowledge. And so we have knowledge of what a peaceful community would be. We know that not too long ago, we were that on this river. And that we've created now a village at Tuimayali where we're trying to bring back our people and have created this pocket of peace when we're there. And peace doesn't mean that nobody has any problems or that nobody has any concern with what's going on. It just means we have a process in place that helps us stay together, helps us to be able to forgive, to get to a place where it's understandable. Maybe we don't always agree with it, but it's understandable, and that it's something that we can continue to live with. And a lot of that comes from our own traditions, our own background, a belief structure in the sacred that is bigger than us, that we are just tiny little people, you know, with a lot of issues, and that the sacred is what we should follow. You know, even in our songs we talk about the sacred is our teacher. And we know this because the Creator told us so. And it will always be that way. Meaning, no matter what has happened, no matter the disasters that have happened to us, the situations that are unthinkable, if we follow the sacred, we're going to be okay. We're going to find a way to continue on and have a good life. Whereas, you know, this country was built on stripping everybody. I mean, not just here in this country, but they continue to do it in other countries still, is to strip the people of their ability to hold peace in their heart. And once they do that, you know, and they do that so eloquently, like, you need a new education system, you need a new welfare system, you need a new economic development system, you need a new belief system, you need all these things that don't fit into a world of peace, into the minds of peace. Peace is not a structured thing that could be put into a booklet. It's like peace is a more of a harmony. When you have harmony, it comes together. And I think of this when we go to our spring and we sing, and that voice has harmony into the vibrations of the land. You can't put that in a book, and you can't say, you know, to repeat that unless you're from that vibration and that you have that vibration to extend out. But I also believe that all mothers are that vibration into the family, the hub of that family, the direction of that community can be guided if we had a different chain of command. Like, we have allowed the men to control the world for too long, lopsidedly. But in order for our women to get in there, they almost have to act like the men and to be harsh as they are. What we have to do is bring in the nurturing part of women into our communities, into our homes, and extend that out so that our children are aware that they have peace, that there is a place that they can go and everything is good. Everything will be all right. You know, and at first I think they start out with that. If your kid goes outside and falls down, they're running back to get nurturing, to feel okay again. That's peace. You know, and we forget to identify what peace is. What is it? It's not pie in the sky. It's not, you know, it's not, like I say, you know, at the beauty pageants and stuff, they say, all I want is world peace. You know, it's like, well, you have to make the first steps to get to world peace. And it's almost impossible when you say it that way. World peace. It's like, what are you going to do? How do you approach that? But if you start right in your own community, right in your own homes, and start addressing some of the issues that prevent peace from existing, and we allow a lot of our men to prevent peace from existing. When we circle our world around their needs, whether they're important or like logical or beneficial to the entire family, it hasn't brought peace. And so we got to stop that. You know, anything that doesn't bring peace, we have to identify it and stop it and change it. And you know, right now I feel like it is time for the women. The indigenous women in the world are taking the lead in countries even where the male is so dominant that these indigenous women leaders are being assassinated. But they have this whole following because the door is open and the women have seen the direction that we need to go. And so, you know, like myself, I'm a chief of my people. And people think, well, women can't be chiefs. It's like, who says women can't be chiefs? Is it the men who say that? And now they've trained a number of women to say that too. But if you go back in history, I'm not the first woman chief in my tribe. You know, I probably won't be the last, because the duties of the chief doesn't have anything to do with what sex you are. It has to do with the sacred beings in choosing the people that are going to lead the people, which is not an election process. Our process for who's the leader of the people has to do with our sacred world and what we believe. And it's not a term. And it's not something to take lightly. You know, when you take on that responsibility, and I say chief, but in our language, it's Tlahit. Tlahit is the leader, both spiritual and political, I guess, in that nurturing of the people. So you're not only taking care of everybody and their health issues, but you're also leading them to better things. And so the closest word in English that we can get to, where people recognize a leadership structure, is chief. You know, but I'm not like the chief of the fire department or, you know, what people are used to. It's like I am the Tlahit of an entire people's process, from the youngest baby to the eldest person in our tribe, and trying to find pockets of peace that we can exist and grow and answer the call of the sacred. That's Mother Nature for most people. If we can recognize our connection to that responsibility, then we can have peace. We can find that even in the face of fear, in the face of danger, we will have the courage to hold on to that peace and stand up for what's right and what will bring goodness to future generations.